Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So, what we have here today is I want to do a pretty quick review on a fairly new handgun from Ruger. Uh, it's called the Ruger Security 9. Basically, the gun's been safety checked. Let's see how to show you. There's feed ramp, no mag. It's a budget handgun. If you like Ruger handguns, and I do, this is a $299 high capacity 9mm handgun. It is full size. With that being said, full size, it's still not overbearing. It is the same size as a Glock 19. So, which they claim to be their compact version, all around right size. This one comes with this American flag, where Ruger has had it Cerakoted from the factory. I didn't buy the gun because of that. I prefer not to have my guns flashy, my carry pistols. I like flashy guns, just not my carry weapon. But it's what they had. It was cool at the time. I intend on having it Cerakoted and remove this, and I'll probably change the entire color of the whole gun. Just while you're doing it, do it the way you want to. Okay, so the gun comes with two 15-round magazines. They are serviceable. Pop this off, spring, follower, clean your magazine. Really easy to load. I was impressed with the magazine. It really was a steel magazine. It's not polymer. Let's see. Let's take a measurement and see how wide the pistol is. I feel like it's going to be fairly wide at the slide. Well, just over an inch. 1.03 inches. And in the grip, we are also just under an inch and a quarter at 1.16. The gun is around 7.25 inches long and is around 5 inches high. Let me put my glasses on. I probably could see a little bit better if I did. Yeah, well. Okay. One thing I do not like about this pistol, and I think anybody that's watched my videos knows this, I don't like safeties on a self-defense handgun. Plus, it has a safe action trigger, semi-safe. It's got the bar. You see the safe bar. See the tab move. The trigger will not engage unless your finger is on it, moving this tab. Clearly, this is Ruger's attempt to not step in it if you already hadn't. So they just put this on there, and it's so small, it's really, just leave it off. I mean, the gun has like a 4.5, 5-pound trigger. If you feel better about it being right there, whatever. You know my theory and my philosophy on safeties on a carry weapon. Slide stop. This is not a slide release, guys. You see me doing it. You've seen everybody else doing it. The gun will end up like this with your last round. This last round hold open, if you've got a gun that does that, most of them do. And you'll see people engage the slide by mashing this. Wrong. That is not the way it was designed. It's not designed for that. That's not how you engage a new mag or load your chamber. That is simply a slide stop. That is to hold this up. It works in conjunction with your magazine. Okay, you notice there's no magazine in this gun. So if it were, then the magazine would hold the slide back. Other than that, this is made to push up into a notch and hold that slide back. The way that you engage this slide is by pulling this back and letting it go. Well, of course, you got to have a mag in it to do it. So you pull it back and let it go. That's how you do it. That button is not designed to release that slide on a live magazine. It is not. I hear people complain and gripe all the time because this wears out. It wears out because you're using it in a way that it was not designed for. Stop it. Pull your gun back and release it. Okay? That's just how it's made. Trigger. Let's talk about triggers. I mentioned it's got a fairly decent trigger as far as poundage. This gun is a hammer-fired gun. See the little bump in there? So it's not striker-fired, somewhat, and it's not hammer-fired to a degree. Well, I mean, it is hammer-fired. What I'm trying to say is it's not single action, and it's not double action. It's a hybrid. It's in between. Ruger used the same trigger and firing system on this full-size gun that they did on their upgraded LCP2. Okay, let me explain. LCP1 was a fully double action only pistol. That means you had to start from the front of the trigger all the way back to get the gun to fire. Okay? Hard trigger pull. And it also had a hammer, the LCP1. So you had to pull this thing. Imagine an old school, double action revolver. You know, you want to back the hammer, and it's real easy. But if you want to shoot it without backing the hammer, now you're in double action only. So you got a long trigger pull, heavy trigger pull. That's the way the LCP1s were, first gen. LCP2, that was one of their upgrades. And they used it in this weapon too. Now you don't see a hammer, okay? You've just fired a round. Your slide goes back. Goes forward, engages a bullet. Now you see this. That is a hammer. Now watch this. This is the design. It's made to, watch that trigger. Watch that hammer in there. Did you see it pull back a little more than go? So it's kind of like it 3/4 of the way cocks it, and you pull it that other just little bit. That's the only weight you feel in this trigger. It's a much better upgraded trigger system. No double action, but it's still a safe trigger. You just pull that little bit to let the hammer fall. Reset, for you guys that know what I'm talking about, is not great, but not bad either. So, adjustable sight for windage, elevation. I'm not sure. I guess you would have to shim it. You'd have to take it out of the beaver tail and file the beaver tail, put shims on and all that. Remember, I've told you, if you need elevation, you need to change your grip, your form, or most likely your ammo. But it is good that it's adjustable for windage. It's got the basic. Actually, it's like a Glock style, new Gen 4 and 5 Glock style drop in the bucket type sight. This being your bucket, you drop it in the bucket. So it could use better sights. In my opinion, I would rather have a 3-dot system than this. But that's something you can upgrade. Plenty of upgrades available on YouTube. On eBay and Amazon Prime. Front sights aren't anything special. Standard plastic sights, but they do the job. You notice the gun is beveled here and here. Here, kind of looks like a stealth bomber, doesn't it? See the cuts in? That is there on purpose. That is supposed to make for easier holstering without looking. It's supposed to kind of slide it, makes you find your holster. Kind of like a mag well would for, popping the magazine. The gun comes with an accessory rail, full-size rail. Weighs in around 23 ounces. This pistol, let me see. I've never even looked. This is a big thing for me. pistols are made in two ways. Either they will fire with this with the magazine removed, or they won't. Okay, a big popular gun, and I won't. Yeah, well, M&P, the full size M&P, they will not fire if the magazine is not in this gun. That could cost you your life. Okay, you bang, 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 bang. Your gun's empty. Bad guys still coming with their AK-47s. They're shooting. And now you got to drop a magazine. You got to put your other one. So you're taking a few seconds to drop it, grab your other, and pop it in. That's when they come, because they know you're reloading. They shoot you, you're dead. Okay. With this gun, bang, 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 drop your magazine. You've still got one in the barrel. Okay? You've got to have one in the barrel. With your mag's out, your gun is not disabled. Some of them are. This one is not. You can still go bang with a magazine release, gone. That's a big deal. I like that. And that's a good thing. Some folks would argue it's a safety issue, and for it not to fire without a magazine, I say horse hockey. Decent grip, decent feel. Gun fits fairly low into your hand. It rides pretty low. Not bad. Easy takedown. It's not a Glock style takedown. They've already been sued. Smith has over that. But back you slide right there. Take a round. Pop that out. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see it. I'll try to let you see it upside down. Take a round, pocket knife, or pop that out. You don't have to pull the trigger on this gun to get the slide off. There you go. It's there. To reassemble the gun, let me put that down so I can do it. Okay. Pull it back just that little bit. You've got to have your pen turned in the right direction. I promise you it's not this hard. There you go. Pop it in. Ready to go. So, I like Glocks. You can run out and spend $539, $540, whatever on a Glock. 19, same size, holds the same amount of rounds. Or you can go, $299. Ruger's a well-made handgun, or rifles, shotguns. They're a long time manufacturer. Also, the mag release on this pistol is reversible. It can be changed from either side. I like that. And the gun shoots where you point it. I like that. Loaded chamber indicator actually has a hole that you can see the bullet instead of some damn long frickin' blade that sticks out of here, which Ruger had on their other guns, their SR series, which I absolutely hated. I like this much better. You just look in the hole. Again, if you have to look to verify your gun's loaded, you did something wrong. You need to check. People don't like press checks. It is what it is. You can look in there now for sure. But Ruger Security 9, they make this gun in this size, which is the, let's just say the Glock 19 size, and make it in a compact, which would be like that, which would be the Glock 26 size. It's a 10 plus 1 capacity. This one's 15 plus 1. We ain't gonna get into this, but the plus 1, I don't like even buying into that crap. It's 15 round magazine. It holds 15 rounds. It's that simple. And here's why. You get used to saying plus 1. Now, you just popped out your magazine, gun's empty, you hand it to a friend, he wants to see your gun, and we do that. If you got a new gun, you're going to show it to your buddies. And he's sitting there fiddling and, playing with it, whatever, and looking at it, because it's unloaded. You've taken the mag out. Bang. Okay? And that can happen because when you take that out, it does not fit in the magazine. And that's how it should be. Only stock your gun with what fits in the magazine. So, before you hand it to your buddy or whoever, you take the mag out, you take the round out, you have somewhere to put it, you have to go through a physical act to put that round in that magazine where you know it's removed from that gun. That's why I don't like the +1 deal. I mean, it was just put into play so people could, the manufacturers could say, well, my gun holds, my 6-round capacity. You actually have 7 because you have +1. Horse hockey. If you got a 6 +1, then you got a 6-round pistol. You can put one in the barrel, but then again, like I said, it's unsafe to do so because you develop a habit of removing the mag, and your mind automatically tells you, well, the gun's unloaded now because I removed the magazine, and it can be dangerous. So just don't do it. If you need that +1, get a 15-round magazine gun or a 10, whatever. I mean, those single stacks have their place. I have several. When you want a double stack magazine, you've got 15. That one ain't gonna make no difference. So anyway, that's my thoughts on the Security 9. It is a very accurate handgun too. The trigger is nice on it with that. I call it a cock and a half, where it cocks the hammer back most of the way. Real nice. So if you've learned anything, hit like and subscribe. I hope that it never comes to it, but it's your obligation, especially more so nowadays, to be armed and able to defend your fellow man and your family and yourself. Be ready to do that. Do that every day. You put your wallet in your pants, you know whether it's there and when it ain't there. If you wear a watch every day, you know when you've left your watch at home. It's just, you can feel it. Be the same way with your carry gun. Thank you. God bless you. And be more videos to follow.